Jelly Roll is one of those guys that I'm not surprised he's moving into some like country music stuff, but he's such like he's an infectious character, man. I like him as a dude. Like he seems like a
For
kind of
sure.
guy I would want to spend some time around and hang out with, and maybe get a little bit of that good juju, man. I know he's got a dark history, but don't we all? You know what I'm saying? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the Punk Rock Review Podcast. Got the homie with me tonight, Justin from the Havoc. What's up, dude?
What's going on, brother?
Not a lot, man. It's been a while since we've chatted like face to face, man. How you been?
Oh man, good. Just working, printing.
Yeah.
Long day today. Trying to rush out about 13 packages. 2-day air for some chick, Zolita or something. I don't know.
Well, shout out Zolita for fucking
Zolita for the work
through and picking up some shit from the boys. Man, I've had a crazy couple of weeks myself, dude. Like I got like big news with the label, dude. Like some really crazy stuff's happening, man. I can't really go public with it yet, but I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Like it's crazy, dude. Like I'm kind of tripping out right now, but it's all good, dude. How you been, man? How was y'all's you did like a tour, and I think you said, did some of it get messed up, or was that just from the Afraid fellas?
No, Canada got it got postponed. Lexi got sick and wasn't able to do all the duties that she wanted to do on the tour with us. She was going to be tour managing and driving with us and everything on the tour, and wasn't going to be able to do so. So we haven't got to rescheduling yet, but it's going to happen.
Cool. That's good. I mean, Lexi's doing okay now, I assume?
I think so. She seems like she's doing better.
That's what's up. So. It's always weird when people always think when you're doing stuff with bands and such that it's just the band members that you're concerned about. It's like, no, dude. There's like integral parts all throughout a tour. It could even be a promoter that has a real bad problem come up, and it could mess up things.
Absolutely.
You guys have any future plans outside of redoing the Canadian dates? You got anything going on the East Coast or anything?
No East Coast right now. We're trying to figure out some stuff, possibly for around your neck of the woods.
Let's go.
It's nothing confirmed yet. So.
No, but as soon as you do, man, you let me know. I said anywhere near fucking Texas, dude. Anywhere near Houston, I'm for sure there.
Hell yeah.
But how's the reception been at the live shows that you were able to have? You played the new material?
Yeah, no, the tour was fantastic. Only being 5 days, but it crushed. I mean, people came out, gained some new fans, had some old fans hanging out, had a good time rekindling with old friends and stuff. Guys from in Salt Lake, the guys from Endless Struggle come and hung out, and
nice,
which was sick. And that was one of our bigger shows. It was a nice turnout. And then we started off in California in Marietta, and that was a really, really good show. And then we did Marietta, Bullhead, excuse me, Salt Lake, Denver, Colorado at the Punk Rock Saves Lives Fest, which was really a lot of fun. And then also, and then we hit up Albuquerque at Launchpad, and then we came back home that next day. So.
Man, I have a friend in Albuquerque, and I told him y'all were doing an Albuquerque date. I don't think he was able to. Okay, that 5 dates was right at the beginning of the school year, wasn't it? Do you know?
4th of July weekend.
Oh, it was still the dead ass of summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a reason why he was saying he's a school teacher. I can't remember. There was something that was coming up, and I was like, dude, you have to go out and see this. And I don't think he made it. I was really irritated. I was like, come on, man. It's a fucking dude. Like, I don't know. I always want to prioritize. I guess that there's I don't want to sound disrespectful to anybody, but there's like a certain level of involvement that some people do and don't have within punk and the scene and whatever you want to call it. and I tend to be either all in or all out personally. And the
Yeah.
last chunky years of my life, once I got my personal shit together, it was just diving right back in full throttle. So
Yeah, I try to make it to as many shows as possible. I'm all over the map though. I'll go anywhere. I'll be at punk shows, metal shows, hardcore shows.
yeah,
Even pop shows sometimes.
Yeah,
Depending
oh
on
yeah. If
with
it's
my
the right artist.
daughter and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yep.
I kind of like some of that stuff too. Hey,
Bro,
no shame in my game. I don't give a shit.
I was just talking to somebody the other day. I wish I could remember who it was I was speaking to, but we were talking about like what pop artists are you really like jamming, and I was like, dude, unabashedly Justin Timberlake. Like I fuck with his music hard, dude.
He's hard. He's good. He's
Dude.
Great. I like JT, man. He's real good. Bro? Yeah.
I was like,
great.
I can't. Like I think I own music by Justin Timberlake, The Weeknd, Lady Gaga, Adele.
The Weeknd's sick.
There's a few that I can't remember their names. If I had my record collection on the other side of me, I could point to a few. They're like a little bit smaller artists that are like, dude, some of the pop artists are really, really, really talented. Like, you have shitty days no matter who you are, so you can get some really like great like angry or heartfelt or whatever songs from any genre, man. Everybody has bad days sometimes, and that's what creates this beautiful thing called music, man. Is honestly bad days. Like the best songs are all about the bad days.
Dude, there's this newer artist. Her name's Jessie Murph, and my daughter is into her. But I found out about her because she did a collab with Jelly Roll, which I really like as well.
Okay.
And anyway, she did a Q&A and performance at the Grammy Museum in Hollywood.
Damn.
And it was sick, dude. It was really cheap, and we were like 3 rows away, and she killed it. It was amazing, and it was just a really good time. And just to be that close and to an artist that you're like super stoked about, and my daughter was losing her mind.
That's awesome.
So it was a really cool experience.
I'm looking for this artist that I discovered recently. She's English. She's UK. She's a little bit like on the heavier side. Lola. Oh god damn it! What's her name? Lola something. Dude, she's an R&B like pop R&B singer. Nice. Her swag is on like 11 out of 10, dude. I saw her like by accident. I don't know what I was watching, but her video popped up on YouTube somehow, and I got caught where I couldn't touch my phone, so I heard it and I was like, oh, this is a pretty good song. And I looked down and I was like, oh man, she's got an interesting look. So dude, before you knew it, I watched like 7 of her videos. It might be like Lola King or something like that. She is awesome, dude. But yeah, a lot of these I
would recommend Jessie Murph. She's got a lot of swag. She's
nice.
Really cool. It's kind of like there's country, R&B, it's all around. It's really cool. I like it.
Her name's Lola Young. Good grief, I couldn't say it. Lola Young. Yeah, I'll send you a video later just to see if you dig it, man. Jelly Roll is one of those guys that I'm not surprised he's moving into some like country music stuff, but he's such like he's an infectious character, man. I like him as a dude. Like he seems like a kind of guy I would want to spend some time around and hang out with, and maybe get a little bit of that good juju, man. I know he's got a dark history, but don't we all? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, he's good. My buddy Steve Thrasher is a really good friend of
wow, that's cool.
Jelly Roll, yeah. He's actually on that documentary shooting pictures for him.
Oh, nice.
At Red Rocks.
That's awesome.
And that's one of the ways I was introduced to him. But I was actually introduced the first time I ever heard about Jelly Roll was I was printing for him. I screen printed some stuff for Jelly Roll back. Gosh, like 10 years ago. It was the Sex, Drugs, and Jelly Roll shirts.
That's a great shirt, dude.
Yeah, and we did it through one of our clients, Future from Nashville.
That's pretty cool, man. It's dude, music. Like I think when you're like, at least in the punk music, when you're in your like early teens all the way through maybe late 20s, there's like a 10 to 15 year gap where you might just be into just punk music, man. But as we get older, I think it's interesting to watch punk rock dudes age because we all start doing things that we swore we'd never do. We support musicians we swore we'd never support.
Yeah.
And like you said, no shame in my game, bro. I don't care,
No,
dude. Like I
for
was
sure.
I was insecure at a young age, no longer, man.
Right. Yeah, no, I used to hate country growing
Yeah.
up, except for like the real down old school,
Right.
Haggard and shit like that. But
Right.
as time has gone on, I've grown to love country. I just love music and anything that connects with me.
You ever hear of a band from Las Vegas called Folsom?
I can't say
No.
for sure.
They weren't like a big band. They happened to be friends with a bunch of guys in Houston, so they were like always down here.
Okay.
But I remember one time I was like listening to some of their music and I heard this song and it sounded like a straight up like they're like a hardcore band, but you could tell they all liked punk music because it was all the way in their DNA, man. It was everywhere. But they also liked heavy shit, but they also liked country music. And they had this song, and I'm like listening to it one night, and I was like, I swear I've heard this before somewhere. My friends are like, they're all young guys. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm tripping. And then I was like, what's the song called? And the dude tells me, he's like, it's called Mandatory Merle. And I was like, wait a minute. And so like I Googled Mandatory Merle, nothing comes up. And I was like, dude, I swear I've heard this before. It's the fucking the Bottle Let Me Down.
Oh, okay.
Dude, and they play Chef's Kiss, bro. That song, it's a better version because it's a punk rock version of this amazing country song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. I really like when punk bands cover good country songs.
Me too.
You guys cover anything in your life set?
We're on this tour. We're covering GBH still. Give Me Fire.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with
but
that.
we've always done a cover. We used to cover I Turned Into a Martian by the Misfits.
Yeah.
We used to cover External Menace, Partisans, 17 Years of Hell. What else? Oh, we used to cover Sabbath.
Oh, nice. What'd you cover?
Paranoid.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And we'd have my brother Austin come up on stage and sing with us.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Dude, that shit's awesome.
We did that a lot, like on our last Havoc tour. We did that every night.
That's one of those bands that I can't not like. I've tried to be like, I don't need Black Sabbath. I don't like Black Sabbath.
They're just so good.
Yeah, it just doesn't really work, bro. Like, if you like any kind of heavy music, they've influenced it to some degree, and that includes punk.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Like they got that groove going, man. There's a lot of these darker punk bands. You remember? You ever heard of a band called Doom Riders?
Yeah.
Like that shit wouldn't exist without Black Sabbath, man. Or like even like old AFI. Let's say Black Sabbath or Misfits. I can't remember. I might have just misspoke. Dude, I'm fucking. My brain's going a million miles an hour right now. I got so much shit going on.
Oh, for sure.
How's home life been since you've been home in the past few, I don't know, 2 months? Dude, time flies by, bro. Like
I know. I can't believe it's been a year since I've been on the show already.
Dude, like all of a sudden it's just like, oh crap. I mean, I can't believe that the channel has even been up for a year and a half. Like that's crazy. Like it's just going full steam ahead, man. I mean,
That's
are you
great.
guys are y'all I don't even know how to ask this really, but are y'all in the studio writing any new material or anything?
Right now we're kind of chilling with Havoc. We have a talk. We're all getting together to talk tomorrow.
Nice.
We're setting time aside. We're got to get on a phone call with everybody to try and plan out what we want to do. Right now we've been doing. I've been working on Cake Eater stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
We just filmed 2 new music videos last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
And it was awesome. It was the hottest weekend of the year, and we sweated our fucking balls off the whole damn time. It was brutal, but we rented out a warehouse, and our singer, he does commercials for a living, and
nice.
So he got his whole crew, and it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be fucking epic, and we're planning on dropping some, hopefully dropping some stuff here in October.
Cake Eater?
Yeah, Cake Eater is gonna have music video. We're gonna be dropping a couple music videos with singles, of course, and then the full EP we're planning on EP release weekend of November 26th or 22nd, 23rd.
That's amazing.
So I'm excited about that.
On that weekend, is it going to be digital or is it going to be physical copies? Digital?
Just digital
digital
for right now, unless we, me and you get on the phone a little bit later and talk about. We do want to do some tapes possibly.
Yeah, dude. You know I got you, bro. Let me know. We'll figure something out.
Figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
We want to do some physical media for sure, though.
Hell yeah, dude. You know I got you, bro. I would love to just anything I can do to help out the homies, bro. Like this is I try to explain to like my coworkers at my like regular job because they don't understand what I do. They're like, so you work with like bands? I was like, yeah, but I'm not like a it's got nothing to do with like status. I was like, I don't own anything. It's just like kind of a community, and this is my job. My job is to put stuff on like cassettes, and then I pass those out to people, and they're like,
yeah.
And they're like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, it's, and they're like, I don't get it. I'm like, yeah, you probably wouldn't unless you come hang out. You want to come hang out? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I got time, I have those, there's a handful of folks that they always tell me they want to come to shows, and I invite them out pretty consistently, and they never show up. I'm like, come on, man. I know you guys like to do fun shit. Come hang out for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one thing with the Havoc, though, we are rebooting up the Punk Rock Talk. Jason's doing another episode of that. I don't know if it aired yet. I know that I think he did it with Rotten Stitches.
Yeah, nice.
So I know you just had him on the show recently.
Yeah, those dudes are rad, man. And
they're great guys.
Oh my goodness, man. It's Jake and Jordan. So anybody that's watching this, if you Rotten Stitches fellas are watching this, dude, my sincerest of apologies, man. I don't know what I did. I knew their names were Jake and Jordan. And when I initially uploaded the thumbnail and the title, for some reason I put the wrong name on there. And I sent it to Jake, and he's like, that's not my name. I was like, yeah, no, what the fuck's that on there for? Bro, I was like, I don't know what I was doing.
Randall, bro. You need to go to sleep, bro. You need some sleep.
Dude, right. Yeah, dude, I was just like, I don't remember doing that. And I felt so embarrassed, man. I was like, oh my goodness. Those dudes are rad. That album they got is phenomenal.
Hell yeah.
Or the latest one. They've got a couple.
The newest one, Uncharged, yeah. No, it's cool. It's like great they got to work with Jake.
Right, dude. It's like metal. It's literally Iron Maiden type metal meets like street punk, which is a little different. Y'all's is like more, in my opinion, anyway. It's just like more of like a hardcore meets street punk. None of it's what's the word I'm looking for here? They've all got their own specific like characteristics. I love that.
Sure. We're like rock and roll hardcore punk.
Yeah, you got a couple songs that are real groove. They have like what's the second track on the album called? Is that the title track? I can't remember. But the second song,
I don't know the track. I'm looking at. I don't know the track title in order right now.
I'm so bad about that stuff. Yeah, it is the title track. Okay, the title track's got like a real like mid-paced groove to it, and I like that too, man. I like that new crop of street punk bands coming out. They've all got their own flavor.
For sure.
It's refreshing, man. There's like a resurgence of that kind of music. There's
that new Starving Wolves is epic.
Dude, it's so good. The intro to that is ridiculous.
Oh, it's great. I fucking love it. It's amazing.
I really like David Tejas, dude. That guy's super, super sweet, man.
He's a great dude, for sure.
He's one of those guys that when you hang out with him, you're kind of like, dude, I'd like to hang out with that guy every day. He just makes me feel like, all right, there's not so bad, man. Things will be all right. He's really positive.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a good thing.
No, absolutely a good thing. You ever had those times where like people will look at you and assume because you look like a punk rock guy that you're just consistently negative?
Oh yeah, I mean, it just comes with how we look.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, that's a stigma. Just like metal guys are, whatever, not cool or not nice or anybody. It's just like, dude, everyone's just regular people into something that you're not.
Yeah, it's like
whatever,
I look like a homeless guy. That doesn't mean I am one.
Yeah,
dude. I was
fine.
I was at Walmart one time when I was like 19, bro. Probably about 19 years old, and I had on like a battle vest and like patched up shorts and stuff, and probably a mohawk at that time in my life. I had a lot more hair, and I'm sitting down and I'm reading a magazine. It's like 2 PM. I was literally just like, I had a girlfriend that was in like 10th or 11th, 12th grade, something like that. I don't know, high school, about to get out of high school, and I was waiting for her to get out of school, and I had just graduated the previous year, so I was just bumming around doing nothing. and I'm sitting on the floor, and this lady walks over, and she's like looking at stuff, and she's dressed kind of nice, and she looks down at me, and I was just like, hey, and you need me to scoot over, because I'm sitting on the floor. And she's like, oh, no, you're fine. And I was like, oh, okay, well, if I'm in your way, let me know. And she's like, oh, you're really sweet. And I'm like, oh, I know I look like an asshole. I'm not. And so she leaves, and then like 10 minutes go by, maybe 15 or so. She comes back over, and she's got her cart, and it's got all the bags in it at this point. She's already checked out. And, this is in like 2001. So like cash was still pretty prevalent. And she goes, hey, you were really nice. Are you hungry? And I was like, huh? And she's like, yeah, do you need something to eat? And I was like, I don't know. What? Huh? And she goes, here. And she's like, please don't buy drugs with this. And she sticks money in my, like, the pocket of my vest. And I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, actually, I don't need this. And she pulls out the rest of whatever money she had. And she sticks it in my pocket. And she's like, hey, you be careful. You're really a sweet kid. And she leaves. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm not homeless. And she goes, okay. And she thought I was
That's great. Hey, I'll take it.
No, dude, I was like, all right. Like,
do you know how much? Do you remember how much it was?
Dude, it was like $40, bro. Back in like 2001, bro.
That's great.
We bought beer, cigarettes, and weed that day.
Exactly. Awesome. Yeah, you bought drugs. Yeah. It's great.
Dude, that lady.
It's hilarious.
I can remember exactly what she looked like. And if I ever saw her, I guarantee you I would go, oh, that lady. I mean, who knows, dude? She was not a young woman at that point in time, so there's no telling. But, like, I remember that, man. It was over off, if anybody from Houston that's watching this, it was on Tidwell at 290 at that Walmart. That part of town is super sketchy, by the way. Like, don't go to that Walmart.
I was on People of Walmart one time back in 2016. I was on tour with Fear Factory in Spades and Blades in our old metal band, and somebody took a picture of me and my drummer at the time, TJ, and for some reason the caption said "douchebag dad" because I was wearing a Fear Factory shirt that on the back said "fuck you, asshole," and for whatever reason that was the caption. I was like, how do they even know I'm a dad? I mean, I was, but that's so funny. I'm like, dude, that was a long time ago. I wasn't even 40 yet.
Way to be presumptuous. I'm not a dad.
Yeah, like, what do you know about me? I wasn't even buying beer or anything. Like, I mean, dude. I was just at the store. Like, I don't know why I was a douchebag, but hey, it's funny. I'll send you the caption later.
I kind of want to see that, bro.
Oh, it's great.
The people of Walmart, like the there was that one guy. I don't know if you ever heard about this, but there was a guy that was doing. I don't remember what platform it was on, but he would go to these Magic the Gathering tournaments, and he would just squat down behind these heavyset fellas that had their ass crack hanging out, and he would just be like, he would have this like, I don't know how to describe it other than he looked like he was like posing for like a gangster rap CD, right? And he had this look, yeah. And he would basically be like, what the fuck, next to these dudes' ass crack hanging out. And he was posting them, and he got in like real trouble for that because it became bullying. It's like, bro, there's heavy set dudes not washing their butts. Like, what are we doing?
It's called a plumber's crack. I mean, just
but
that's funny,
dude. It was funny, man. Like, that's what I thought of when you were bringing up the people of Walmart. That was like, was that a website or was that a like Facebook?
Yeah, it was a website.
Website.
Yeah, I know. We used to talk about it all the time. Then all of a sudden, Dino he sends me the picture of it, and he's all, "You guys made it on People of Walmart. We're a Fear Factory shirt."
Dude, that's amazing.
A Fear Factory fan sent it to him. Actually, that's really funny.
I'll take that as like a point of pride. I'm like, I made it on.
Oh yeah, dude, we reposted that shit right away. It's hilarious.
That's awesome, dude. I got into I'm not gonna go into the long ass story, but I got into a incredibly violent fist fight at a corner store one time. It was not like, it was bad, bro. But we ended up going to a Walmart. When we ended up leaving the store we were at, we were like pouring blood from many different parts of our bodies, and so we pulled up to this Walmart. It actually was the same Walmart I was talking about earlier, because that's the side of town we were on. And we my buddy David and I, we weren't really thinking, and so we weren't wearing shirts, and I think I might have had on shoes, but we walked into Walmart. He definitely didn't have on shoes. He never wore shoes. But imagine two skinny ass shirtless white guys walking in Walmart I was pretty heavily tattooed at the time, and when I say covered, it would look like a horror movie, bro. And all we wanted was to go use the bathroom to wash up and get some towels because we were like trying to figure out if we were like missing teeth, like, and these ladies panicked and called the cops, and the EMT guy showed up, and they thought we had been like, I don't know what they thought happened, but we were like, no, we just got jumped. Like we were minding our business, honestly. But I always wondered if there was any of that like CCTV footage of us walking into Walmart. We must look like fucking zombies, dude. It was crazy.
Right?
Shout out to early 2000s.
Serious.
Dude, so what's up?
Oh, nothing.
So what's been going on at the shop, man? You guys had some any kind of, you said, I know you're always busy. You get a lot of work.
Yeah, not always busy, unfortunately. No? But yeah, we're coming up on getting real nice and busy, but lately we're doing some stuff for Reckless Rhythms, the guys from Oil Change's new band.
Nice.
They just placed an order, so we're doing some stuff for them. On the larger scale, we just did 2,000 prints for I Love R&B festival that happened 2 weeks ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool print. It was like 9 colors. This big.
Oh, you sent me a picture of that one.
Yeah, I showed you that. Yeah.
That shit was stressing you out, bro.
It was major stress. Just because of the rush, because they needed it in. They literally needed it in 2 days.
Dude,
so,
that's crazy.
Which isn't too bad, but it was just too many colors, and it was the hoodies that were the hard part. It just took forever.
You said 2 days?
Yeah. Less.
That's crazy, dude. I always find it interesting. I'm sure you can attest to this, but like when you own a business of any kind, when somebody's like, "Hey, can I get whatever in blank amount of days?" and it's something that's really just out of the question, and you go, "Well, I can do it, but here's as quick as I can get it done." And they're like, "Well, why can't you do it faster?" And they always seem to just think we can just magically switch stuff. And I'm like, if I could do it that fast, then you could fucking do it that fast. What are you talking about? And you know, screen printing, though, that's a hefty process. If you're not, I mean, that's.
Well, we're set up to do that. I mean, you know, like I have a couple automatics, so we can do. You know, I can do one shirt every 5 seconds if it's going.
That's pretty awesome.
Smooth, you know.
Damn, that run every 5 seconds, huh?
Yeah, that's like a 1 color, 1 to 2 colors. But on that job, I was running at, I think, like 24, 25 dozen an hour or something. It was slower, like 30, maybe 30 dozen an hour. I usually like to run about 40 to 42 dozen an hour.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Those numbers are like mind-blowing to me. If you told me I needed 40 shirts printed in an hour, I would fucking laugh hysterically for like an hour. Like, I'd just be like, what are you talking about? So
yeah, 40, actually, no, that's 42 dozen.
42 dozen?
Yes. 42 dozen shirts an hour.
I feel a little stupider now because that's a fucking ridiculous number. 42 dozen.
I can do about 500 shirts an hour. Roughly.
Okay, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
So, well, you know what? I got a good question for you, man. People on the channel typically know what I'm all about, and they know that I print very small number, very DIY stuff. I enjoy doing it like that.
Yeah,
I may
me
have
too.
to.
I'll still do hand press stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad that you actually still do that. I mean, you're the first person I would hit up when I need advice or have questions. I mean,
I'm there for you.
Like, so in that like topical conversation, like, if you were to tell somebody your idea of what to start out with if they wanted to get some supplies, like, do you have any brands of inks that you like? Do you have any brands of mesh that you like? And you have any like advice for somebody that wanted to start out doing like 1 color on black t-shirts? Any kind of advice that you could give somebody?
I mean, if you're doing 1 color on black, you're gonna probably want to use like depending on your detail. If it's just like, you know, typical.
Let's say like something like this.
That I mean, I printed that one. I think that, I mean, that's probably on like a 125 or a 160 mesh.
Okay.
To get the brightness though, you're gonna need a heat gun. Just the super basics. You're gonna need a heat gun. You're gonna need a screen. you're going to need some sort of clamping system to when you put the screen up and down, if you don't have a press, because if you want to get it bright, you're not going to be able to get it that bright without hitting it once, drying it, and then hitting it again, and then drying it.
That's the thing that I have a hard time with, is getting it hitting
Double
it twice.
pass.
Yeah,
because you only have just like a clam, right?
I don't even use that. I do it all by hand.
You just hold it. You just hold it, right?
Yeah, because I have such a small amount of space. I had a one color like clamp deal, and I fucking hated using it because I'm so used to doing it the way I do it. If I get more space, I'm gonna have to just buckle down and learn how to use the machine the right way. But
just get a one color, like a good one color. That'll cost you probably like a serious decent one color could be in between, I'd say in between $300 to $500. Like if you're getting some for $100, not good. You know,
that's good advice though.
$300 to $500, unless it's used, which is good. You can find used. A 4-1 tabletop are pretty common for like screen printing, and that's what I started off with, and I was literally had a business with it.
That's amazing.
So, and I just started with a flash, and I cured with the flash as well. But you know, having a flash is good, but you don't. That's the
light. It's the light that drives the.
It's not a light. They have flash. They have flashes. It's called a flash dryer, which they do have quartz flashes, which are light bulbs. They go on and off. But what you most typically are going to have a radiant flash.
Wait, are you talking about something that dries the ink?
Yes.
Misunderstood. I thought you were talking about the emulsion stuff.
Exposure.
Yeah.
No, that's a light. I mean, you can expose with the sun.
Right.
But
no, I
doesn't work out very well.
I bought like a lamp for like $40, and I've used it for like literally 5 years almost. It works great. You have to be ready to have it's going to get warm in the room and da 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 da. But if you're willing to do that, in my experience, that works really, really, really well. I used it on a plastic table, learned my lesson, and then I switched to wood. It fucking melted the shit out of that plastic table, bro.
Are you using a weight and the lights underneath, or are you doing it from above and just resting your film on it?
I put the screen down. I put the image obviously backwards on the top of the screen. I put a piece of cleaned glass on top of that, and then I have the light above it from about 18 inches.
Okay, so you use the glass as the weight.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did it. I just watched some YouTube videos and learned a couple of things. They were talking about taping the transparency down, and I never liked that because it always produced some kind of problem somewhere. And so somebody else was like, "No, you use you have a picture frame laying around." And I was like, "I actually have a bunch of that shit." So I went in the garage, had a nice big ass picture frame that went about an inch around the whole entire screen. It's perfect. But as long as it's clean, there's nothing wonky happening. So,
if you have any scratches or dirt or dust, it's gonna show up on your
screen. Yeah, I do. I learned that the hard way too. I mean, I everything I learned by making giant mistakes, dude. I still have the very first shirt I ever printed, and I keep it as a reminder of like, no, look how far you've gotten. Like, just doing it by yourself. I'm way better than I used to be. Plus, I still kind of like the shirt. It looks kind of awesome, all janky and shit. But
sometimes it works.
Right. I know you probably don't want to keep talking screen printing because you do it all day, but I do have one more question for you.
No problem.
Explain screen, because this is actually something I don't actually have a lot of knowledge on. Like the mesh, like what is the mesh count? And you told me one point that if you have a different number of mesh count, that actually determines the drying time, or is it the curing time on the emulsion?
It will be your exposure time will shorten. It's less time for higher meshes.
Okay.
And your higher meshes are for if you're doing half tones or very thin lines, small details is when you want to do higher mesh. So, generally 200 to 300 or 350 mesh.
That would be incredibly high count in my experience.
Yeah. I do three, like if I'm doing half tone work, multiple color, half tone stuff, it's generally going to be on 200s to 300s. 350 is like if I just want like a really, really, like, it's super high detail.
Okay.
And then those, Like my 130s, 160s burn for about 3 minutes ish on my machine, and then my higher meshes burn for like in between 2 and 1 minute, 1 and 2
That's
minutes.
crazy. Whenever I first started doing this, it took me forever to understand that it didn't take that long if you're doing it, the right way with the right equipment. My times are a little higher than that, but not much. And I used to think they were way higher. I remember the very first screen I ever tried to burn. I think I had it on for like 12 minutes based on what information that I had. And you know how that it wouldn't
come out.
No, bro. It was just like, and I was so frustrated because I didn't really know what I was doing. So I was like trying to just trial by fire, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I had to it was a lot. But I think that's valuable time spent, man. I think when you on anything that you do, whether it's screen printing, learning to play guitar, painting a fucking house, dude. If you just learn how to do it by making some mistakes, you'll never make those mistakes like repeatedly, because you will learn that failure feels a certain way. You're like, it's frustrating. You feel like, but that's cool, man. I appreciate the time spent on the
Oh yeah. No problem.
Silk screening tutorials, man. I think that's something that these kids need to learn how to do. It's not hard, man. It takes a little bit of money. It does take a little bit of money.
It does. It's not
but
free.
It's fun, man. It's fun. And you can make all kinds of shit. I make all kinds of crap, dude. All my patches, dude, like, I made all this shit myself. I mean, that's cool, dude. Like, not many people.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm the only guy I know that's got a bullshit detector patch. Fucking rad.
Exactly. Yeah, you get to do one-of-a-kind stuff. I do that all the time. I'll print stuff out, do stuff on different colors for people or whatever.
Yeah,
just for fun.
That's cool too.
My friends, if I'm printing for a band that my friends like, I'll generally, hit them up and ask them for their size and hook them up with a shirt or whatever. Just try to, make it fun.
Dude, you have those people that, like, maybe they're acquaintances, not necessarily your friends, and they know that you screen print, and they always think that it's crazy that you can't just whip them up a one of one. Like,
oh yeah, dude, I have this idea. I want to do this. It's like, yeah, cool, dude. Go get a heat press for it or something,
dude. Right?
And which I do. I'll do that too. I mean, we do TTF, so yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
How long do those last typically on a shirt? I feel like those will go away
forever.
Really?
They're great quality now. They've really got up the game of DTF. Yeah.
Okay.
We do a lot of DTF here because people want full color on stuff, but they only want 12 pieces. I'm not screen printing that.
Right.
So
yeah.
And dude, like if you want to hit on a pocket full color, boom, no problem. I got your heat press right here.
That's a great yeah, that makes a lot of sense. God, I can't think of the word I was trying to use, but that's
alternative.
Yeah, dude. On the pocket, like, how the fuck you print on a pocket? Like,
I mean, I can print on pockets, but I don't
probably
won't do more than one color. Right, I won't do more than one color.
That makes sense.
Because what you do is you use a sleeve palette and you slide it onto the sleeve palette.
Yeah.
But on my bigger machine, those sleeve palettes pockets won't fit on those. I have to use on my smaller machine. I have smaller palettes to print the pockets.
So I've only done pockets for one person, and I had to get creative, and I didn't really know how. When I first said I would do it, I was like, oh yeah, that shouldn't be that difficult. I just need to get a slightly smaller screen, make sure my image is the right size, and shouldn't be that big a deal. And then I printed one, and I was like, oh shit, I ran into the problem of like the seams around the pocket, and it wasn't letting me get to the cloth. And I was like, oh shit. And so I thought, oh, I'll go get a 2x4. Man, that thing was way too fucking big. So I went and bought a little piece of wood. I think it was like a 1/2 inch thick, 4 inches wide, and it was like, a foot long. It was like a little chunk of wood. And I ended up just sanding around the edges of the whole entire thing and making it smooth so it wouldn't tear any of the fabric. And I was just shoving that in the pocket, print. It took me a while, but they came out pretty nice. I learned that day. I was like, yeah, just got to get creative with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. If I was in a pinch like that, I would have just used some cardboard.
Damn, I didn't even think about cardboard.
Yeah, cardboard's good. Cardboard's good too because it's flexible.
Right.
So it can go over creases and stuff.
Okay.
It can help you get over creases.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Also, like neoprene, like like wetsuit material.
Oh, okay.
You can like stick that to something that's a little bit more stable, and then that'll give you a
little bit of give.
That's what you use to like print over zippers and stuff like that. Like if you want to do
no shit.
it like sinks into the zipper a little bit. People cut out a hole in the middle, but like if you use neoprene, but
Okay.
with an automatic machine, uh, with certain ones, and if you're using like a discharge or a water basing,
Okay.
it'll just kind of fall into the crack, and you can print over it without any of that.
Damn.
But
One of these days, if I'm out in your neck of the woods at all, I'm gonna come by and just look at your shop. I bet I could learn a lot just by looking around, man. Just
oh, dude, I'll
fucking,
give you the tour, man.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Um, the oh, last thing about that actually, on
Mm-hmm.
inks, man, I typically use a like an acrylic ink, and I heat dry it or cure it rather. I dry it with the
Use
lamp.
acrylic.
Yeah. What do you? I guess you use like plastisol, right?
Yeah, I use plastisol. I mean,
What's
Union's like your typical kind of like it's that's like the most accessible, I'd say,
okay?
like Union ink or Triangle. But
Okay.
I use a Wilflex mixing system, which is like one of the Wilflex and Rutland are like the two biggest companies,
Okay.
and you get those from screen printing supply places. Um, and I use Wilflex because it's the mixing system, so I can mix any Pantone
Oh,
color
okay.
with by weighing it out through grams.
Nice. Oh, damn, that's wild, dude. That's
Yeah,
amazing. So, what's the benefit of plastisol versus an acrylic ink?
I mean, plastisol doesn't dry by air at all.
Right.
So
I knew that.
you don't have to clean it up right away or anything like that. Like if I'm done with the job at 5 o'clock, I leave it up until the next day and then clean it up the next day. Like
Oh,
take the
that's a
screens.
fucking huge benefit. I never even
Yeah,
considered like the fact. I always looked at the fact that it didn't dry by air as like a bad thing because it
I
causes
think.
me. It's a pain in my ass because I got to figure out how to dry the shit.
Well, you
But
have to get a dryer, yeah,
yeah,
because it
you
has to be
have to.
has to heat up to 350 degrees to cure.
And is it how long does it take to do that if it gets to that temperature?
Uh,
Pretty quick.
10 seconds.
Oh, it is. So it's very quick. Okay.
Yeah, like basically it's called a pull test, and you'll put the heat over it, and then it'll generally like create some smoke, and
Yeah.
then if you let it cool down a little bit, and if you pull the ink apart and it doesn't crack, then it's dry,
Okay. Awesome.
and if it
Dude,
does, then it's wet and it'll wash off in the wash.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Okay, so it is way more like versatile and probably a lot more like less risky because if the other you get acrylic ink on anything, you're fucked. It's there. Like
Uh, you could get a spot gun and probably gun it out too.
what's the spot gun?
There's a spot gun. It's like just a machine. You fill it up with this. I call it spot juice, but it's like
Okay.
got some like ER 90 something uh, whatever the name is, and then it has a like insane pressure. Like if you shoot your skin, it goes straight into your bloodstream. So you have to be careful with it. But
Oh wow.
and you get it in your eye. I mean, it's toxic as fuck, but
Let's go.
but but you can just it can take ink out like
That's
little
crazy.
spots. You're not gonna gun a whole shirt off because
Okay.
it's just gonna ruin your garment. But like if you have you get like a little target or something that a center line or something you forgot to tape off on your screen or whatever. Or
Yeah,
a pinhole,
I've had that a couple times where I forgot to tape a line or something, and I
pinhole, whatever.
oh fuck.
Yep, exactly. That'll take it right off. So yeah, you can get those.
That's awesome.
They're like $100.
Okay,
They're like a
I didn't
cheapie.
even know that was like I didn't know that was a thing. That's
Oh,
pretty cool though.
a lot of people don't know about that.
Yeah. Man, I love when I talk to somebody who's like an expert in their field, and I'm like, oh, I think I know something, and you're like, actually, da 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 da. It's fucking awesome to me. I like learning shit, so
Hell yeah.
it's always
Also,
interesting.
like spot guns are cool too because like say some emulsion didn't come out or there's like a chunk of emulsion that you didn't get cleaned off and it's in your image, you can just shoot it with the gun and it'll come out.
Damn, is that good for cleaning screens at all? Or no, screens are a little
No,
more fragile
you
than
don't.
that.
No, I mean, if you wanted to take the time and waste the money on
Okay.
using a spot gun to do it, you could, but you wouldn't want to do that. It's just to like fix something,
Okay.
Like if I'm on press running a job and there's a piece of emulsion stuck in a spot, and it's leaving a spot every time, I'll just bring my gun over and shoot that spot out.
Oh, that's cool, man. There's all kinds of tools that are like every profession has like its own tools that isn't really used for other things.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you know, plumbers have that shit.
That's
Screen printers, window cleaners. Everybody.
It's not meant for that, but it works great.
Wait, it's not meant for that.
It's not meant to like bust the emulsion off. Like that's not what it was created for.
Yeah, okay.
But what's cool about the spot juice, it dries like really quick. Like once you hit, it's wet when it hits your shirt, but like if you use a little bit of air, it just dries up right now.
That's crazy. So it evaporates quickly.
Yeah, it actually evaporates very quickly from the bottle if you don't keep it properly sealed and stuff.
Dude, that's wild. I would be so frustrated. You go outside and take a break, come back, half your bottle's gone. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, not that fast, but yes, it can if you're not careful with it.
That's incredible. What's the? Do you know what the what's inside of it? It's like a chemical mixture of liquids?
I don't know. I mean, I have it in the back, but I'm not really sure.
I'm always fucking curious. I'm gonna be the guy to ask stupid questions like that.
If you huff that shit, you get high. Like,
let's go.
Brutal. It's brutal. It's also like if you have a styrofoam cup and you like, we found this out one day. We had a styrofoam cup in the trash and we poured some of the. You don't want to pour this stuff down the drain because it'll eat up your tubes and shit.
Damn.
Like PVC. It'll make it soft.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So I poured it on a styrofoam cup. It just melts. It's fucking crazy.
That's kind of awesome to watch, though.
It was. We're like, dude, now we show everybody that's new. You're like, look what this does.
Well, it's one of those things. Like that's the kind of information you definitely need, though, because if you don't know that's going to do that, you will do something stupid like pour it down a sink, and then all of a sudden you got real plumbing issues that you cost yourself a lot of money that way.
Unfortunately, one of our guys just did that with our. He was pouring it. He had made a bunch of mistakes, and he had gun him off the shirts, and he was pouring it down the wash tank thing, and it ruined our fucking pipes.
Oh shit!
So we had to redo them. I mean, fortunately, it's just a few PVCs.
Yeah.
But
yeah, fortunately, it wasn't anything insane. That would be dude. I don't know why it made me think about this, but when I was 16, I was gonna hand poke some tattoos on my leg, and I was sitting in my friend's living room, and his dad had just gotten their house recarpeted, and we were sitting in crisscross leg style in the living room, and I still had this tattoo on my leg. I refused to cover it because of how fucking stupid I was when I was 16. But I was gonna put punk fucking rock across my right above my left knee. And I got about 80% of the word punk done, and then something happened, and I turned and I knocked over this big bottle of black Indian ink on his on his beige carpet. And so we were like, we were like 16, so we panicked, and I was like, oh shit, what are we doing? This is like my best friend, and his dad was always so nice to me. I felt so bad, man. And so we dried it as much as we could. And I know that if you take any kind of ink, especially if it's like a real thin liquid ink, onto like carpet, if you put more water on it, it does not fix it. It just makes it go everywhere.
Spread.
Bro. And so we tried to clean it with cleaner, and obviously that made it way, way worse. It was like I don't know, dude, 4x4 square inch little tiny patch we turned into like a big ass square foot of mess. And so we moved his couch over it, thinking like his dad ain't gonna notice the fucking couch is in a different spot. And his dad walked into the house and like within 30 seconds was like, what do you think, I'm fucking stupid? Why's the couch over there? What did you idiots do? And
it's like Goonies. Yeah. It's like in Goonies when they break the dick off of the statue of David. He's like, that's my mom's most favorite part.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I bet it was. Dude, she was getting home from work. She was getting home from work and getting that fucking that good.
Exactly.
Hey, when y'all went
she didn't even notice though.
Oh no, dude. Rich people don't notice shit like that. That's the rich white people shit. Statues and stuff. I can't imagine having like a statue. That's weird. That's like a piece of little. Yeah, that's true.
A big one, yeah.
Like I just think of like when I think of art, I never think of like sculptures. I always think of paintings and stuff. But I mean, I'm not cultured. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when y'all went on tour, so first off, how was it having The Afraid with you, man? Those are the homies, right?
It's great, yeah. Dakota actually went on our first tour with us.
That's awesome.
Back in 2001. so we've been friends for even longer. He's hung out with.
That's awesome.
Used to come and see my first band play, No Purchase Necessary.
That's a good title.
But yeah, it was good, man. They did real good, nice and tight. They had, get the crowd going.
I need to reach out and say hi to Dakota. I haven't talked to him in a little while. He's very nice.
Yeah, he's a really good dude.
I really enjoy their music too. It definitely has a Southern California sound though. Like it sounds Orange County like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I think it's like street punk meets like Adolescence, DI.
Yeah. No, it really is. It really is. And that's a good. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's different and it's good. I like it.
Did y'all have
Josiah records all their stuff too.
That's dope.
Same person that did our stuff.
Nice. That's, man. Whenever y'all were out on tour, I assume you drove everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have any good shit happen to you on the road? Anything fun? Anything interesting?
Dude, this last run was a grinder. We
really?
pretty much just drove the whole time. We didn't even like get a chance to eat out or anything. Like literally, like pretty much we played Murrieta. We went back and stayed at Josiah's house.
Okay.
He lived about like 30 minutes from there. Then we took off the next day, drove straight to Bullhead. We got to our hotel. And then that actually, we kind of had the day there. We went to the pool, but like we didn't go eat anywhere. John and Jason actually went to walk down to the river because it's like Laughlin, like the water right there, and they ended up like getting taken downstream a bit, and they had to walk back on hot rocks.
Oh,
no shoes to get all their clothes and shit. And like, dude, they like burned the bottom of their feet. Like it was pretty fucked because it was 120 degrees outside.
Damn, like temperature outside?
Legit 120 outside.
I wonder how hot those rocks were then.
Dude,
that's
very
crazy.
Brutally hot. The pool was like 90 something degrees in the pool.
Isn't that weird?
It's so hot.
There was a couple of times this summer where I jumped in the pool and I came out of the water and I was like, I feel like I'm in a bathtub. It's real strange.
Yeah. That's how Palm Springs is all the time.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's wild. So that was brutal. But then we played that show that night. It was a free show 4th of July night.
That's cool.
So it was cool. It was a good time. And that was open bar, so that was nice.
Let's go.
We closed that out. I had a couple of nights with our we had a fill-in bass player, our buddy Alex, on tour with us. And me and him, he was like road dog with me, man. We were up till like 4 a.m, like almost every night. And then I'd get up at 8 and drive like 8 hours the next day. Like it was pretty gnarly because I want to be the morning driver, so I don't have to drive at night.
For sure.
Because I like to have my beverages.
Yeah, dude, waking up off of 4 hours of sleep, dude, that's miserable. That's miserable when you're sober.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't too easy a couple of times, but made it happen. You know.
You only live once, man. You got to do it up.
Yeah, awesome. It wasn't until we finished the tour in Albuquerque that next morning. We all went out to eat we went to Village Inn.
Okay.
You guys have Village Inn out there in Texas?
We don't, dude. I don't know what that is.
It's basically Denny's, but better.
Okay.
Like you have Norm's?
Nope. Norm. No, I wish we did. We ain't got shit but Whataburger and H-E-B out here, which I'm happy, but.
Yeah, well, you guys have Waffle House, though.
Fuck, you're right. We do have Waffle House.
It's like a better Waffle House.
Bro, there's no such thing, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, there is.
I fucking love Waffle House.
It's called Awful House for a reason.
Dude, it really is.
It's brutal.
You want to see a fucking the birth of a child, a stabbing, and have some fucking shitty ass greasy eggs, dude? Waffle House is your spot.
Dude, I've never seen so much butter put on every single thing. Because you watch them cook right there in front of you, you know?
For sure.
And dude, they load the butter on everything. It's brutal.
Dude, I love that place, but you're not wrong. It is fucking...
I just went there not too long ago. Where was I? I was were we in Kentucky yeah, I was in Kentucky. Um, we went out there. Me and my brother. We went for my brother's 40th.
Nice.
Just this February, and we
Hell
went and
yeah.
saw Pantera and Lamb of God play
Come
in
on now.
Kentucky, and then we went to 6 different distilleries, whiskey distilleries. It was an epic
Sheesh.
time. But yeah, we just went to Waffle House. That was the first time my wife had ever been, and my brother's girlfriend as well.
I love that place. I have to. Okay, so what's your go-to meal at a Waffle House? What do you eat?
Mm. I haven't been too many times. I just got like a typical breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I got pancakes and bacon, eggs. What do
Yeah.
you like to get?
Well, they have a plate there. I don't know what it's called, but it's like 2 eggs, hash browns, 2 sausages, and a waffle, and I think like another bread item, like a toast or a biscuit. And it's like $10, dude, but it's a
I
bunch
know.
of food. It's a
No,
bunch of food.
it's
Yeah,
not. It's real reasonable. There's a
yeah.
place right here by my house that we always go to. We actually print for them, and right now we have an open tab with them because we did like $800 worth of printing for them. So
Let's
now
go.
we just go in and get free breakfast,
Shit,
and
ain't nothing wrong with that.
they have the fucking best chicken fried steak ever, dude.
Oh, dude,
It's
good chicken fried steak is hard to beat, man. Woo!
super fiery, and like you can cut it with a fork. Their gravy's on point. It's just
Oh,
fire, dude.
dude, you're making
And
me hungry, and I'm not even really hungry at all.
yeah, we'll get the chicken fried steak with O'Brien's,
What's
with
that?
bell pepper and onion, just like sliced potatoes
Okay, okay.
that are nice, and get them crispy. Some sourdough, some over easy eggs, and
Yeah.
it's the way to go.
Dude,
And
there's a
they give you the option too. You can get sourdough toast, biscuits and gravy, or pancakes.
oh my goodness, that
Yeah,
sounds amazing. There's a
yeah.
place down here called House of Pies, and they have. I don't like home fries very much because they're never crispy enough. But this place, they just happen to have the best. It's like they call them home fries, but it's a cross between a thick cut fry and a tater tot. It's the weirdest thing. But
It's
they're
like a steak.
all
Is it like a steak fry?
no, dude, well, sort of, but it's got like the interior of it is more like a tater tot, man. But they're all crispy, dude. Every one I've ever eaten there has been crispy, crispy, crispy.
I love that.
I know, dude. And they have a chicken fried steak sandwich with this like poppy seed bun. And my go-to is to get the chicken fried steak sandwich, nothing on it, just the chicken fried steak and the bun. I load it up with those potatoes, and then I just dunk that motherfucker in the gravy, bro, and I just gained like 4 pounds. It's wonderful.
Shania, do
Dude,
it.
let's go. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Before I get out of here, dude, 2 questions. One you may not even have an answer to. Any date on the tour pop out to you as like a particularly fun night, or were they all just pretty solid?
I think I'd say the Salt Lake show. I had a couple of good friends come out to that
Nice.
show.
That's always fun.
Actually, the singer from my first band and his wife, they came. They live in Utah, about an hour and a half away from there,
That's awesome.
or 2 hours, and they came out and hung out, and it was really cool. Plus, that show was banging. It was the biggest show of the tour, so
That's fun.
the guys from Endless Struggle came out.
Yeah.
It was just really cool. They cooked us up a bunch of burgers and dogs, and they had free drinks for us the whole night too. And the promoter, it was at this I forget the name of the is a punk rock shop. It's a really cool punk rock shop, DIY. They built the stage outside,
Okay.
like super sick. The promoter dude is a badass. I blanking his name right now, but shout out, bro. Thanks for hooking us up with the whiskey and the rum, bro. Really
Let's
appreciate
go.
it. Like he hooked us up with a couple bottles, and
Damn.
that lasted us the rest of the tour. I actually still have some spiced rum at home,
Sheesh.
so from that tour, which is
That's
good
awesome.
because
That's
that means
awesome.
I'm not that big of an alcoholic.
Right. Yeah, if you can get home with a little bit extra, you're typically kind of surprised, I would think.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Last question. Speaking of things like spiced rum, when you go out and you get lambasted, bro, and you get fucked up, what do you do the next morning, man? What's your go-to, like, just your routine? Let's say you actually have a hangover. Maybe you puked the night before. What do you do in the morning?
I usually puke in the morning if I
Oh,
can.
that's actually worse, probably.
I'm a morning puker.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
But I'll generally. This depends on how bad the hangover is. I like to just try and sleep as much as possible.
Dude, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
But I've been doing some Pedialytes lately.
Pedialyte is good. Excuse me.
Gatorade, and then I'll have a coffee or try and get a decent meal in. But sometimes I don't feel good enough.
That's the thing.
Yeah, like sometimes like what happens is if I puke in the morning, which is good because that actually just makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Even though you're not puking any alcohol on it, all that's in your system. You're already
right.
Fucked.
No. Yeah.
It's just you're probably just puking up like your McDonald's or Burger King or whatever you bought at 4 in the morning at your 24-hour drive-through.
Yep.
And then I like coffee in the morning, so I'll usually have a coffee. But if by noon, if I'm not feeling good, I'll just eat. I try to eat something, go back to sleep. I mean, that's the best cure.
Sleep is the best one, man. Sleep will help you a lot.
It's a day. It takes a day to recover from like a brutal hangover.
Right, man. I learned from I think he was like an EMT dude. He told me, he said, drink one small, like, I don't know, 16-ounce bottle of Gatorade, like a small one. Drink it down. He said, don't drink it cold because you need to guzzle this shit. He's like, you need it all in your system at once. He's like, drink one thing of Gatorade. He said, then take a standard sized bottle of water, drop a little sea salt in it. I don't remember what the reason was for the sea salt, but
because it's so your body retains the water.
Is that what it was? Because, dude, it worked wonders, man. And he goes, then go have your ass some eggs and some bread. And he goes, it'll just start soaking up. He's like, all the like feeling, the sloshing around will just stop. And I was like, man, I started doing that when I was, I don't drink anymore. But when I was younger, I used to.
Yeah, I know.
It worked a lot, man. It was a good cure, man. Whataburger was always my go-to thing. Get up, have a greasy ass hamburger, some fries, and a Dr. Pepper.
I definitely, I love Dr. Pepper. I used to. I don't really drink. I try not to drink soda much. I'm more of a Diet Coke guy now, but
I drink Diet Dr. Pepper a lot, and I drink a lot of water. But
my mom loves Diet Dr. Pepper. She used to.
It's so good, dude.
She can't drink it anymore. She had gastric, so she's like super skinny now. It's really good.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is good for her, though. Well, shit, man. Don't hang up quite yet, bro. It was lovely talking to you, man. I got to get onto my live stream. But don't hang up quite yet. I want to talk to you for just a minute after we get done recording. Is there anything you want to say before we go? Any new bands that you discovered? Any new homies bands that are popping off? Or anything you got going on outside of... dude, I almost said Whole Hog. That's not the band I'm talking about. Fuck, dude.
Oh.
Cake Eater. Goddamn. My brain is just not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, no, Cake Eater, we're moving forward, which I was telling you I'm excited about. Hopefully I'll get to tell you about some things here in a minute, but
nice.
I can't share yet. But trying to think. There's this band right now. It's not punk, but I've been super into lately. They're called Colorblind. I've been printing for them. I've just been doing their tour support. They're on tour right now. They're on Solid State Records.
Okay.
And it's super poppy but heavy at the same time. The vocals are very high pitched. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Sleeping with Sirens.
Vaguely, but I like some high pitched vocals sometimes.
Like Kellen Quinn, like that high pitched stuff. It's really good though. It's solid. I like singing. I'm a singing guy. Okay. So I like stuff with singing in it. And so yeah, I like
that's
why
I always every time lately. I have somebody on, we talk about at least one thing that they like that maybe I haven't heard of, because that's how you learn about different shit, is that we all have our own like curated tastes. And like, I might like this band that you're like, oh, I've never heard of that before. And then you hear it and you're like, oh shit, I do like this. I mean, that's how I've gotten into most of my music throughout my life.
There's another band awesome. I like, Rain City Drive.
City Drive?
Yeah, they just dropped, they're dropping a record right now. It has like 4 songs out thus far. And I've been listening to that pretty heavy too. But also very singy, but also heavy. Like they do drop tuning. So it's like real heavy tuning and like some pretty heavy riffs. Okay. But like singing, it's singy though. With like some screamy stuff.
That's cool though, man. I can dig that. I'll give those bands a check out when I get out of here tonight. But shit, yeah, dude, it's always nice catching up with you. Next time we have to do it brother. Much sooner than a year.
Yeah, I'm down. Of course.
Yeah, bro.
And we'll talk.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'd like to be a frequent flyer mile, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, I was gonna say, once we get the cake eater stuff all nailed out, bro, we can start talking about that and get some of those things promoted and talked about, and just get that in people's ears.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a new. Maybe you could do a couple of reviews on the videos or whatever.
Oh, dude, that's gonna happen for sure. Like, you don't even gotta wonder about that. I will, as long as I know about it, it'll happen, man. Anybody that I like, that's my friend, that's ever helped me out, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that all stuff is put up on, for everybody to hear and see, man. What I was editing before we got on was Liberty and Justice little live video that I filmed the other night, and I was just, you take the live footage and try to make it a little more interesting than just the live footage. So
yeah, cut it up, make it look good.
Yeah, I like to edit it into like a high contrast black and white, and then if there's a topical thing that the song is about, I'll try to put some imagery of that in there. And it's a live recording, but it's a little more interesting. And
it's kind of like what the heck?
Very Tim Armstrong.
I'm trying to think of kind of like a lyric video ish.
Very similar, yeah. I take whatever I film every show I go to now. So, dude, speaking of that shit, dude, fuck Glenn Danzig's bitch ass. God damn it.
What happened?
Bro, I filmed the Misfits show, put it up on my channel.
Oh, did you go to the Austin one?
Yeah, man. And I spent a shitload of money to go to that show.
Jason was there.
Oh, yeah, dude, I tried to get in touch with him, but I was also getting bombarded shit. I had my family in town with me. It was a big thing. I filmed the show. I put it up on the channel, like trying to see, like, okay, is this going to get told? They can tell you to take it down, or they can ask, or they can just claim the money that comes from it. And so they claimed the money, and I was like, okay, I kind of expected that. No worries. I didn't care. All I wanted was to have the footage up.
Yeah.
Well, they let it do its thing. It did big numbers, like 24,000 views, right? And as soon as the momentum stopped, Glenn gave me a copyright strike and then had it forcibly removed. Like, you get 3 strikes, your channel's gone, bro. Like, it's not just some little thing. It's a big deal. I don't understand it, dude. They got the money from the video. I didn't get any money from it. Like, they got a fair amount of money. I can't give you an exact number, but it's enough to where you'd be a little surprised. It's a lot. I would have made a lot of money on that video. I didn't care about the money, though. I assumed that they were going to copyright claim it, but they didn't have to go as far as striking the channel. Apparently, that's something that I didn't know he did stuff like that. I had no idea. But
yeah, I mean, obviously it was his team.
No, it wasn't actually. I got some information that blew my fucking mind. YouTube has to give me, like, Google sends me some, like, who did this, and it had, well, I mean,
it's honestly not surprising. Glenn is he's a weird ass motherfucker.
Yeah, and like I should have thought, I guess, but once it got up and it got through and it was allowed to be posted, I honestly had no reason to believe that I was like going to have that issue. It really surprised me. I woke up in one morning and was like, "Whoa, what a strike on my channel!" I had no idea what it was from. And yeah, I mean, whatever, man. Not fuck Glenn Danzig. I don't really give a shit. He's a rock star, but like, it just was a bummer because I'm like, man, I'm up here spending all my money to your show, buying shirts, promoting your shit, putting your video up. You get all the money from it. Your fans are enjoying the video. All the comments were really positive. There was nobody even trolling him. And he still feels the insecurity to tell me to take it. It's weird, man. But I feel he doesn't actually understand how it works. I feel like he doesn't really understand it. I think most of these big bands and big labels don't understand that these channels are really good for their music. But, whatever.
Yeah, they really don't. I don't think they shouldn't be doing that. Especially because, like you said, you gave them everything. Like, dude. Like you were trying to make the money. Fuck, you should have just made the money off of it, and then they could have took it down, and it would have been at least worth the strike.
Right. Well, I don't even think I was given that option. I didn't because the thing is like that is out of my control. I could put the video up, and either it's monetized or they say no, you can't monetize it. We're giving them the money. Now, I was asked, do you want to monetize this video? I just said no because I knew they were going to claim it. So when they claimed it, it turned on the monetization. And they got all the ad revenue. So I was like, oh, okay, they're going to take the ad revenue. That's cool. I'm good with that.
Of course. Then, I mean, that's how you work. That's how you always work.
It was wild, bro. It was wild, but it is what it is, man. It's just one of those things where I'm going to gripe about it.
yeah, I get it, dude. It's a pain in the ass, and it sucks because it's nice to have the views, man.
Right. It's just like I look at this as a community, like, very sincerely, and so I want that part of the community. It's like that's what I do. I walk around. I am very well known around Houston for being the guy that's at shows with his shit out, filming everything. Like, it's cool. All good though. It is what it is, man. I ain't gonna really. After another week or so, when it's been a few weeks, I won't even think about it no more. It just really
right.
Really
You got too much on your mind, bro.
Right, dude. Well, shit, man. It's been a pleasure, dude. Like I said, don't hang up.
Brother.
Everybody, go listen to the Havoc's album on Spotify, Bandcamp. Check out my shit. Buy a fucking LP. Buy a tape, dude. Support independent punk rock. Please.
Yeah, Havoc has a tape on 31 too. So
let's fucking go.
Get that
Hell
tape.
yeah, man. Yeah. Until next time, folks. Peace.
Cheers.